It will be a weather alert day tomorrow and possibly even into Tuesday too. Now the effects that we're going to see, heavy rain with isolated flooding possible. Now let's look at some of the rainfall totals. Now I did a 2-day total to include Monday and Tuesday, and we're looking at 1 to 2 inches here, 1 to 3 inches. Some isolated spots could see more than that, 2, 4, 5 inches or so. The West Coast, of course, getting the brunt of that, and then up towards the Big Bend, we'll see a lot of rain there too. Gusty winds and squalls. We're going to see mainly the winds, the sustained winds, 15 to 25 for us, 25 to 30 plus or so for the northern Treasure Coast northward, and of course on the West Coast a lot higher. Wind gusts will be a lot higher too. We'll be talking up to 45 and some of those squalls, and then of course offshore too. Strong storms and of course the tornado threat also. The Storm Prediction Center put us in a slight risk for severe weather, with the threat being tornadoes. A lot of time when those bands move on through, well, you spin up those tornadoes, and that's what we're going to see. I wouldn't be surprised if we're under a tornado watch tomorrow. But right now, the only watch we're under is a flood watch. That's all this in green right here, and we have a tropical storm warning north of our area. That's Brevard County northward, and then of course back to the west. And northwest. We do have some rain across the area right now, and you see some showers quickly moving through. A lot of these showers contain real gusty winds too, and that's what we're going to see tomorrow, and that's just going to pick up in intensity. Temperature's still real warm out there. So watch overnight, another little squall moving on through, and then as we go towards tomorrow, morning's okay, and then late morning we start to see another squall. Notice in between it's not raining, so it'll be off and on and off and on. We could see a little band set up, and if it sets up here for a couple hours, that's where we see the flooding potential. We can't tell right now exactly where that's going to be, but it could happen, thus the flood watch that's out right now. As we get into Monday night, still some squally weather, and any one of these two can contain some tornadoes, so that's why the concern is for that. Now, as we get into Tuesday, the storm pulls away, but yes, we see that lingering rain. So here's the big picture. We'll let it all go. Watch what happens. Leaves this little tail behind, and we see bad weather through the rest of the week. In fact, we could even pick up higher rainfall amounts mid to late week just because that little trough's going to sit on top of us for a couple of days. Flooding will be a concern really all week long. Boating forecast, not good. Squally weather moving in. Even though the sea's 3 to 4, you get one of those squalls, that blast of wind, that will cause some big time problems and be very dangerous for boaters. 7-day forecast, a couple of days of Colin around Tuesday morning, and then it pulls away. But like I said, that tropical moisture lingers through the week, so all week long we could be looking at some isolated flooding potential. Finally, by the weekend, Saturday and Sunday, it does look like we pick up more of an easterly flow, and that's going to blow everything towards the west coast and leave us drier.